Department have put forecasts of billions of dollars coming out, trillions of dollars within the next 3 years.
The countdown has begun. 20 days. That's all that stands between now and a market phase that could redefine the altcoin landscape. For holders of QNT and HBAR, these next few weeks aren't just another period on the calendar. They're a potential turning point. The excitement, the anticipation, the what-if moments. It's all real, and it's all happening in a very tangible, observable way. Think about it. The crypto market doesn't just move because of hype. It moves when networks, adoption, and real-world utility align. And right now, QNT and HBAR are quietly ticking all the right boxes. 20 days from now, the world might finally catch up to what's already happening behind the scenes. Alt season is more than just a euphoric market rally. It's a shift in capital allocation, adoption signals, and network relevance. QNT has been building interoperability bridges that allow institutions and enterprises to connect multiple blockchain networks seamlessly. Its adoption isn't theoretical. It's happening in private and enterprise environments. HBAR powers a fast, low-cost, and secure network designed for real-world applications, from micropayments to enterprise solutions. Its governance structure ensures stability while the ecosystem expands. In short, both networks are positioned to capture the next wave of market attention. But the key isn't hype. It's adoption, network utility, and real-world deployments. Here's why the next 20 days are crucial. Ecosystem integrations, new partnerships, platform launches, and enterprise use cases often emerge in concentrated windows, creating adoption spikes. Transaction activity trends. Increasing network usage is a tangible signal that QNT and HBAR are being used, not just traded. Developer and enterprise engagement. As more developers integrate with QNT and HBAR, the network's functionality and relevance grow exponentially. These are measurable signals, not speculation. Watching them gives holders insight into which networks are truly gaining traction before alt season hits. 20 days isn't a long time in the crypto world, but the intensity of adoption and integration activity in that window can set the tone for months. Imagine this. Networks are quietly scaling, testing integrations, activating use cases. Most of the market hasn't noticed yet. Then, as alt season begins, adoption milestones become visible, liquidity increases, and capital flows into networks with demonstrable utility. For holders watching carefully, that's a moment of clarity, a chance to understand which projects are truly ready to move. For holders looking to understand the real picture in these 20 days, network transaction volume, rising activity shows adoption and usage. Enterprise or platform integrations confirm real-world deployment. Governance and protocol updates demonstrate network stability and readiness for scale. Developer engagement and ecosystem growth indicate expanding utility and network adoption. Tracking these metrics allows holders to see the story unfold, rather than guessing based on price charts or social media hype. In the next section, we'll dive deeper into real-world adoption and network catalysts for QNT and HBAR, breaking down which enterprises, platforms, and applications are actively integrating these networks. This section will give holders a clear understanding of why these networks are primed for alt season and what to watch in the next 20 days to track adoption in action. QNT's value proposition is interoperability at scale. Unlike many altcoins that focus on speculative use, QNT is actively enabling enterprises to connect multiple blockchain networks seamlessly. Financial institutions, supply chain platforms, and large enterprises are using QNT's Overledger network to integrate blockchain systems efficiently. These integrations are not hypothetical. They are active deployments, meaning transactions and data are moving across networks today. The next 20 days could see additional enterprise announcements or usage spikes, which historically correlate with increased market attention and liquidity flows. By observing transaction volumes and enterprise integrations, holders can monitor the network's real adoption trajectory rather than relying on price hype. HBAR is built for practical utility, powering applications that require speed, security, and low transaction fees. BAR's network supports micropayments, tokenization, and enterprise solutions that are already being deployed globally. Developers are increasingly integrating HBAR into fintech, supply chain, and decentralized applications. Governance updates and protocol improvements over the past months have strengthened network stability and reliability, making HBAR more attractive for enterprise adoption. The next 20 days may reveal key integrations or network milestones that demonstrate BAR's growing utility, signaling readiness for alt-season attention. Both QNT and HBAR share similar adoption drivers that holders should watch. Transaction activity. High usage indicates networks are being actively utilized, not just traded. Enterprise integrations and partnerships confirm that networks are solving real-world problems. Developer ecosystem growth. More developers mean expanding applications and higher adoption potential. Protocol or governance updates signal operational readiness and long-term network health. These observable catalysts are not speculation. They are measurable and provide insight into which networks are gaining traction as alt-season approaches. This loop is especially relevant in the 20-day window leading into alt-season. Every real-world adoption milestone strengthens network credibility, which drives further usage and market attention. For holders looking to understand real-world adoption, tracking the following signals is key. Network transaction volume reflects actual usage and adoption. Enterprise and platform partnerships demonstrate functional deployment. Developer engagement metrics. More applications indicate network relevance. Governance updates or protocol improvements signal network stability and readiness for scale. Focusing on these metrics allows holders to anticipate momentum ahead of alt-season, rather than chasing price speculation or hype. The next 20 days are pivotal because market attention cycles often align with observable adoption milestones. New integrations or updates can trigger increased visibility and liquidity. Networks demonstrating measurable utility are more likely to attract capital and attention during alt-season. Holders who track these signals can position themselves strategically without relying on guesswork, using adoption as a real-world barometer for potential market movement. In the next section, we'll explore the technical and fundamental strengths of QNT and HBAR, showing why these networks are built to handle scaling, adoption, and enterprise-level operations. QNT's interoperability and enterprise readiness. BAR's low-cost, fast settlement, and secure network. How network architecture reinforces adoption loops. Understanding the fundamentals will give holders a clear picture of why real adoption is possible and why alt-season could amplify these networks' visibility. So far, we've covered the urgency and adoption catalysts for QNT and HBAR. Now it's time to dig into why these networks are technically and fundamentally positioned for growth during alt-season. Understanding the architecture and design is key to seeing why adoption can translate into network strength and visibility. QNT's primary value lies in connecting multiple blockchains seamlessly through its Overledger network. This is not just a technical achievement, it is the foundation for enterprise-level adoption. Overledger allows institutions to integrate various blockchain networks without rebuilding systems from scratch. Enterprises can operate across multiple chains, enabling scalable solutions for payments, data, and supply chains. The network's design for interoperability ensures that adoption grows without being bottlenecked by single-chain limitations. In practice, this means that QNT's technical architecture supports real-world usage at scale, which is crucial as alt-season begins. BAR's network is built for speed, low fees, and security, all essential features for practical adoption. Low transaction fees make it viable for micropayments, enterprise applications, and frequent transactions. Fast confirmation times ensure efficient settlement, which is critical for businesses integrating blockchain into operations. Security and governance mechanisms ensure reliability, making the network attractive for enterprise adoption. These fundamentals allow HBAR to support real-world usage without performance bottlenecks, creating a strong foundation for growth as attention shifts during alt-season. Both QNT and HBAR are engineered to scale as adoption grows, reducing risk for enterprises and developers. High throughput allows multiple applications and integrations to operate simultaneously. Reliable confirmations and uptime build trust with users and businesses. Network upgrades over the past months have improved scalability and efficiency, preparing both networks for higher transaction volumes. This combination of speed, reliability, and scalability is a core reason why adoption catalysts observed in Section 2 can translate into sustained network growth. Holders can monitor fundamental metrics to understand network health and adoption potential. Transaction throughput and volume confirms networks are handling growing activity efficiently. Active nodes and validator participation shows network decentralization and reliability. Integration activity and API usage reflects enterprise and developer adoption. Governance updates or protocol improvements indicate stability and readiness for scaling. Tracking these metrics provides actionable insight, helping holders see how adoption may affect network prominence during alt season. These loops mean that as adoption grows, the network's technical fundamentals amplify the impact, potentially making QNT and HBAR focal points during alt season. Alt season rewards networks with demonstrable utility and adoption readiness, not just hype. QNT and HBAR are positioned to capture attention because QNT's interoperability opens corridors for enterprises across multiple chains. BAR's speed, security, and low fees make it practical for real-world applications. Both networks have been preparing for scaling, adoption, and enterprise-grade usage. These technical and fundamental strengths make adoption signals from Section 2 even more significant, showing that observed network activity is backed by robust infrastructure. The next 20 days leading into alt season are exciting, but they come with risks and strategic considerations. QNT and HBAR holders need to understand these dynamics to make informed decisions and track the right signals. Even with strong adoption and technical fundamentals, both networks face operational and market-related risks. Transaction surges may stress infrastructure if adoption spikes faster than anticipated, potentially affecting network efficiency temporarily. Platform or enterprise integration delays could slow adoption momentum, delaying observable network usage. Market volatility can influence liquidity and attention even when adoption metrics are strong. Holders should monitor network activity and adoption metrics to differentiate between temporary volatility and sustained growth driven by real adoption. Both QNT and HBAR operate in competitive environments. Other blockchain networks are pursuing enterprise integration and interoperability solutions. Competing networks also target fintech, enterprise, and stablecoin ecosystems. However, the key differentiator for QNT and HBAR is proven adoption and robust technical fundamentals. Observing transaction activity, platform integrations, and network reliability over the next 20 days provides real signals of potential dominance during alt season. Based on adoption catalysts, technical fundamentals, and market positioning, holders should consider the following strategies. Track network activity and adoption metrics. Rising transaction volumes and integrations indicate growing relevance. Observe enterprise announcements, new deployments signal functional adoption. Monitor developer activity. More applications indicate network utility expansion. Stay alert to governance or protocol updates. These reinforce network stability and readiness for scaling. Focusing on observable signals rather than price speculation allows holders to make data-informed decisions leading into alt season. Holders can track key metrics over the next 20 days to anticipate adoption impact. Transaction volumes and throughput indicates real-world usage. Platform and enterprise integrations confirms functional deployment. Developer engagement shows ecosystem expansion. Network reliability and governance updates signal operational readiness for scaling. Monitoring these metrics gives holders a clear picture of adoption strength and network momentum as alt season approaches. Here's the bottom line. The next 20 days are critical. QNT and HBAR have strong technical fundamentals, real adoption catalysts, and networks built to scale. Observing adoption, integrations, and activity gives holders a front-row seat to the early movements of alt season. If this breakdown helps you understand what to watch for QNT and HBAR, here's what you should do next. Like this video if you want more deep dives into alt season and network adoption. Subscribe and hit notifications to track QNT and HBAR adoption metrics in real time. Comment below. Which adoption signal are you tracking most closely? Let's discuss it. Focus on transaction volume, integrations, developer engagement, and network reliability. These are the real indicators of growth and momentum. Remember, alt season isn't just about hype. It's about networks proving their utility and adoption in the real world. Watching QNT and HBAR unfold over these 20 days gives you an edge, allowing you to anticipate where attention, activity, and liquidity may flow. Be strategic, track the right signals, and get ready because alt season is approaching fast, and these networks are ready to make their move.